to another computer video. I know I can't upload the same thing on my channel ever. So today I want to talk about this HP Pavilion that I have. I got this for free, and it is possibly one of the worst computers you could ever buy. I think even when it was new, this was not the ideal kit to have. Now, that doesn't mean it's useless, and I'm going to demonstrate some of that today, but I'm pretty sure most of the consumer base for this one, most of the people that bought it because it was, you know, a family computer, you know, a little cheap computer. But it's plastic and really thin sheet metal, but I'm going to show you that it's not just good for nothing. But yeah, if you want to pick up one of these, I think they're 30 bucks, but I recommend something better. But I'm going to show you that it's not garbage. So let's get it set up first. Alright, here we go. Here we have our entire kit. So, high definition monitor, VGA, you know, just HP keyboard, random mouse. Don't need a lot for what I'm doing with this. So why is this computer useful to me? Well, it's not the only one that can do this, but I have a like powerful, you know, giant gigabrain, you know, gaming machine with like the high-end parts and all that stuff, and that's expensive. So when I bought the case, I bought the cheapest case I could find. And in fact, a lot of modern gaming, put in quotations there, cases are like this, but they never have any room for CD drives, which this thing has. It's way nestled in there. And I have a couple machines with CD drives. Here's a few of them. So I have a desire to use a CD drive in a case that doesn't fit one. I could use an external one, USB, whatever, but I already have all these computers, you know. I get these things for free. Usually I'll try to pick them up for free because I'm a bit of a hoarder, but yeah, this one is especially nice because it's super portable. And again, this thing is not good for much else besides what I'm going to be showing you, because it's got like 2 gigabytes, maybe 4 gigs of RAM. I think it boasts a Celeron on the sticker. Oh no, a Pentium. Sorry, a Pentium. Okay, so we have a Pentium. But yeah, basically what I use this thing for is ripping CDs. So I have actually like a lot of CDs, you know. I have a ton of CDs. I never much like streaming because of like Spotify's like super evil with paying people, and then you gotta pay a subscription, and someone's account could get hacked, you know, stuff could be, you know, removed. So, you know, I've always bought lots of CDs, you know, and I was doing it before it was cool, right? I was doing it before everyone else started buying them. But yeah, it's kind of a popular thing now. Buy a bunch of CDs, you know, keep your music forever. And the problem is these are not super portable. I mean, they're pretty good. You can get one of these and then a, you know, a portable CD player like a Discman or a Walkman, whatever, in your pocket. But those things actually break a lot. I've had like 5 of them, and they've all broken in different ways. So I've needed something that is portable. Now, most people just use their phone, because you can rip the music off these and MP3s on your phone. And I've actually, all the albums I don't own, which is getting to be a lot less now, because again, this is not all my stuff, but all the albums I don't own, you know, I rip music off the internet put it on my phone, right? Well, I don't know, phones, I don't like using phones that much. I don't like how they're, you know, people are always calling you, people, you know, there's always notifications, stuff you have to customize. And I found something pretty neat recently. I'm not gonna throw this. This is an iPod. These have become, oh, I woke it up. These have become pretty popular recently. I actually found this, I didn't have to pay for it. For some reason, they're like $100 on the internet for one of these. This is I think it's an iPod Video 5th generation is what I was able to find out about it. But it works great, battery's great. I checked the hard drive in the development mode or whatever it's called on the iPod. But yeah, so where am I going with this? Well, basically this is my CD ripping to putting on iPod machine. So I'm gonna get logged in. So this machine here, this is running, I have it running Windows 7. I think it was built for Windows 7. Yeah, it's got a sticker there and a product key if anyone wants it. Can I get the product key? Oh, maybe that focused? I can't really tell. But product key right there for you. So it's running Windows 7, and I remember the Windows 7 era. You know, I remember the late 2000s, early 2010s, where it was still relevant to be using Windows 7. So it gets me a bit nostalgic. I don't have a lot of computers running it, so this one I kind of, you know, experimented with the visual aspect of it, and that's why this is the background. You know, I just want to go back to old times. So I also messed around a lot with the UI. You can, you know, get these UI skins, and I made it just as hideous as possible, like all these neon colors. So, you know, very, very of the time, at least to me. So, but what am I really going to show you? So, I have iTunes on here. iTunes is neat for a lot of different reasons, but it's unfortunately the only way you can talk to an iPod. And sorry, there's an error. I don't know what that's about. So I have iTunes on here, but there's something that it can do that's much cooler. Alright, and for this next step, you want to ensure that you are plugged in to the internet. I have internet on this computer here. Disclaimer, Windows 7. I'm not a cybersecurity expert. I'm not even an IT expert. I'm just a guy who likes to play with computers. I don't know the security risks fully, but I do know that firewalls are pretty consistent with what data they allow through. So I feel comfortable connecting Windows 7 to the internet, but maybe an expert in the comments is going to tell me how my computer's part of a bot farm. But I don't keep it connected all the time, and it's a wired connection, so I'm in control of when it's actually online, and I need it online for this part. Now, cool thing that iTunes does is it, you know, collects all your music, you know, but for CDs, it'll rip them. Here I have a pretty generic album, the My Chemical Romance Black Parade. I think I like the other one better. The one with the two people on the front kissing each other or whatever they're doing. But so pop this in here, and look how neat that is. Pop this in here. And iTunes, it's got to load up first. iTunes will recognize it. Would you like to add it to your library? Yes. Where's my mouse? There it is. And then there's a weird error for me, but bam. So, depending on what CD you have, iTunes may or may not fill out this information here. Now, the way to actually get that information to be filled out is to have it connected to the internet. This might have had the info on the disk, but half the time you put one in, it'll ask you to, you know, pick a resource for the, you know, track listing, all the information about the audio tracks. So I'm gonna let this finish. Alright, I finished ripping that CD, and boom, we have the album. It's all digital. The file type Apple uses is something weird. Let me find it here. It's AAC. I don't really know if that's common. Might be Apple specific, but you know, I was only going to use iTunes anyway. But yeah, so I have the CD burnt and put on my iTunes, and you can just drag and drop it to put it on the iPod. And I think I already put it on here, so it's not gonna do anything. But yeah, that's basically how you do it. And again, if you pop in something weird that it doesn't recognize, like a CD that it doesn't recognize, try hooking it up to the internet. It might give you some options on you know, what you can pick, really. But yeah, that's basically it. This computer would normally be just e-waste, you know. It's like not good for anything. It's not very upgradable. It's not very fast anymore, but it runs Windows 7 like a dream, and Windows 7 is all I really need. So yeah, thank you guys for watching and looking at my cool computer.